introduce the mayor of Providence, who I love Rhode Island. It's such a small place. We shook hands my literal first day in Rhode Island when I moved back, and I'm excited to welcome you here today. So thanks for being here, and I'm excited to hear you speak.
Great. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, we can do better than this. Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here with you all today on this very important day. And speaking of chronic and incurable optimists, you know, in spite of everything that's happening at a national stage, I have just felt so optimistic and so encouraged by the community continuing to come together here at the local level. And so we can't underestimate the importance of coming together just in this way, as we see in this room, to support some of the most vulnerable in our community. So I'll get back to that in just a moment, but I do want to recognize folks who have joined us. I know that Representative Grace Diaz either was here or will be coming soon. Thank you, First Gentleman Andy Moffett, Dr. Nicole Scott, Alexander Scott. Thank you for the continued partnership that you have with the City of Providence on this issue and many others. Thank you, Paul. I mean, my comments can't possibly be, half as eloquent as that, but thank you for your passion behind this and reminding us of the importance of coming together around it. Thank you also, Ray Joseph from AIDS Care Ocean State, Kira Manser from the Center for Sexual Pleasure and Health, along with Kayla Wingert, Jacqueline DeMera, community activist, and Colleen Daly Endoye from Project Weber Renews. So I'm honored to be here joining you in observance of World AIDS Day. This is an opportunity to express our support and to thank all those who work to find a cure every single day and an effective vaccine for those who have developed this terrible disease. The fight against this health threat remains a critical and crucial challenge for everyone in our community. According to the CDC and the Rhode Island Department of Health, there are over 3,000 persons in Rhode Island infected with HIV/AIDS. Here in Providence and throughout Rhode Island, we continually join together in a show of strength and support to combat HIV/AIDS and to bring support and compassion to the people, our neighbors, our friends, our colleagues with HIV/AIDS, their families, their loved ones, and their caregivers. Over 1 million Americans are estimated to be living with HIV and 33 million worldwide. And this is definitely a call to action for all of those who care about this vital cause. And in particular now, and in particular today, with the election results from 3 weeks ago, there are so many folks in our community who have who are feeling vulnerable and anxious because they've been targeted and oftentimes insulted. And so coming together as a community, is particularly special when we talk about the need for equity and the need to support these programs and initiatives that ensure greater equity at the local level. This is also an issue that impacts disproportionately the LGBTQ community, another community that we stand in solidarity with, and we stand side by side and we do everything that we can to support. And on the issue of economic justice, as we were just chatting, as Paul mentioned, there's absolutely an economic justice component to this as well. From the potential of repeal of the Affordable Care Act, to simply making sure that folks who do have access to that care can persist and remain on that care and overcome many challenges that they have, as Dr. Alexander Scott was just mentioning, around housing and transportation, let alone even if you can already afford it. So I am so encouraged by what I've seen in my city and in my community over the past 3 weeks. We are going to continue to come together. We're going to continue to stand strong. And any group who is feeling vulnerable, who is feeling anxious, who has felt threatened or scared, I want them to know, and I want all of us to know, that as a city and as a state, we will always hang together and we will leave no one behind. Thank you all.